Sandra gazed out the window of the dimly lit room onto the dusty street, contemplating her next move. She stared sadly at her two children excitedly getting dressed for school, knowing a truth that they did not. The promise she had made to pay for their graduation ceremony fees when their father said no may not be fulfilled because she had no idea where to get the money from. The little she saved out of the housekeeping allowance she received weekly could never amount to the 10,000 naira graduation fee for the two of them. There is something uniquely difficult about not having your own money and having to entirely depend on someone else for your livelihood as an adult.
There was the time when we have issue like that, when I'm nursing children. When we have that issue, we took the child when I'm nursing in my breast. He will go and give my neighbor. He started provide for giving that my neighbor money to feed the children. So I think I'm not doing anything at all in my life. The thing will worse that than the way he's behaved to me. Because there was a time, now as we are like this, last year December, the clothes that he bought to me, he went to, because of the quarrel, he went to he went to withdraw and pick all the clothes, earrings, everything, and go and touch his girlfriend. That because of he's the one that bought the clothes.
According to United Nations Women, 1 in 10 women live in extreme poverty. There really isn't a good reason for a man to prefer his wife not to contribute financially in today's economy. In fact, it can be detrimental to the family as a whole. And here is why. With 2 incomes, families have a financial safety net. Unexpected bills or emergencies become less stressful.
Another way I was having is that if I have money, be giving you money, you used to be happy with me. Yes, if anytime I collect money and give him money, he will used to live fine and be happy together. Even once there is still nothing in my hand, or there's no money in his hand, that is how it changed. Even there was a time he used me to collect a loan, so he collect my ATM and transfer it to her account. That night he changed character with me. I said, look at now, all this while that you don't have money, we are living in peace. If I grew angry, you will call me and say, come, let's talk. But today now, the money that I have paid to you now, they paid for the loan and enter your account and you have transferred to your account now. Look how you started your character now.
Forced economic dependence does not happen only to illiterate women. Well-educated women, professionals like doctors and even lawyers are sometimes asked to drop their practices to see to the children and the home.
As I give birth to my second son, so armed robbers entered there and took things. So he now said I should hold on anytime he have money, enough money, that he will open. Since then he has not opened anything.
What does this do to the woman?
Spend most of their time on house chores, reproductive activities, looking for fuel wood, looking for water, looking for food, going to farms, having about 2 or 3 farms. All those things take them sometimes even up to more than 10 hours a day. And that 10 hours means that at the end of the month, she has nothing in their hand. Meanwhile, a man who has been going out to work will have some money.
This economic abuse or financial abuse, forced financial dependence is an aspect of the economic abuse, is also a very critical part of domestic abuse. And actually, one of the most potent, because it keeps you under the thumb of your abuser. Because if you don't have any financial power of your own, you're not likely to have the power to fight back. So a lot of times you find that women make that hard decision when they think about it. Where will I go to? Who will I run to? How will I provide for myself and for these children? Even when they have family members or friends who support them, it's not enough, because they consider themselves as a burden to that person, and then they think about it. How long will you sustain me? Will you carry me?
Interestingly, not every woman is told before marriage that she would not be allowed to work. For some, this position is thrown at them when already married or having kids. Against their will, they are given an ultimatum.
In situations where they discuss it before marriage, it's easier to handle, because you're able to put different options on the table. Fine, I know that we want to have children, we want to be able to do this, but I need to be able to do something to support and be able to meet up my own little needs. So imagine you're going to ask the man for other things, personal things that you need, and he's saying your mates are working, and we're forgetting that you're the one that asked the woman not to work in the first place. So it's important that you have these conversations before marriage or before you go into any relationship at all.
What is the position of the law on this?
In this VAP Act, is a new aspect of the law, and it's actually helping us to garner some strength, because it's actually coming from FIDA. So it's really helping us. It says a person who causes forced financial dependence or economic abuse of another commits an offense and is liable on conviction to a term of imprisonment not exceeding 2 years, or to a fine not exceeding 500,000, or both.
It's also a humanity thing, Women's right is human right.
Besides the family, does society suffer a setback when women do not work?
A gap in income between men and women is depriving countries of $160.2 trillion US. So the issue of exclusion is not only affecting women, it's affecting the whole nations, the whole countries.
What is the relationship between economic dependence and domestic abuse?
Most of these women who went to school and never practiced and don't have something they're doing to support the family, the frustration of the man not being able to meet up with the bills of the home, he passes it down on the wife. And when the wife asks maybe for money for upkeep, and they say, oh, you're just sitting down, you're not doing anything, and the thing is, you are the one who asked me to sit down, quarrel, and so you begin to see those little signs. If it is not properly addressed, it can lead to greater issues around domestic violence, might even lead to death of the woman.
Looking at the above information, should any woman be in a situation where they cannot earn an income? With the present economic reality, all hands need to be on deck to combat poverty and beat inflation. Think of the children who have to live without some basic needs because the mother cannot contribute. Think of the women who feel hopeless and helpless because they have to grovel and beg before their smallest needs are met. Think of the economy that suffers when a large number of her population engage in unpaid labor and bring nothing financial to the table. Stop economic abuse. Let every woman who can and who wants to work.